Hey Eagle fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome into Philadelphia Eagles Now, and today we're going to go ahead and do some Eagles news, as well as answer your mailbag questions, which a lot of you guys submitted just over the past couple of days. We'll start with the news. You probably saw this just a couple of days ago. Zach Ertz and the Eagles are no longer talking about a new contract. Contract talks have stalled. Oh my goodness, panic. Calm down. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'll break it down right here, as I always do, right? I always give it to you straight, right? There's a lot of people that want to just run their mouths, a lot of people that want to freak out and just react to news. We break down what's actually going on. So here's the deal on Zach Ertz. So yes, the Eagles had begun to begin to talk to Zach Ertz regarding a possible new contract extension. The report that comes out is that the Eagles offered Ertz a much cheaper deal than what he currently has, and a deal that was a lot less than, say, an Austin Hooper deal. More on that here in just 1 second. And with that being said, Ertz was not happy, and the contract talks have officially died out. Now, again, people are freaking out because Rapoport tweeted out this just a couple of days ago, quote, negotiations between the Eagles and Zach Ertz came to an abrupt halt when Philly made an offer that had less guaranteed money than their offer in November. The backloaded offer also had less cash over the next 4 seasons annually than Austin Hooper's Browns contract. Oh my goodness, the Eagles are trying to screw Zach Ertz. Oh, this is so bad. Stop. Zach Ertz has 2 years left on his current deal, making about $8.5 million per year. Yes, the tight end market was completely reset by the likes of George Kittle and Travis Kelce, and even a guy like Austin Hooper and Hunter Henry. They all make more than Zach Ertz. But the Eagles have all of the power here because Zach Ertz can't hold out because he has 2 years left on his deal. He's not going to hold out. He's still making a lot of money in terms of other tight ends in the NFL. It's not where it should be based on his skill, but there is no need to panic here. A deal's going to get done. There's just no need to rush a deal anyway. If you're Philadelphia, if you're a front office GM member, whatever you want to call it, in Philadelphia right now, and you're looking at the Ertz deal, you go, okay, Ertz is great. Oh, but also we're kind of in cap hell in 2021, so we got to kind of negotiate these things. Oh, wait, 2 years left on his deal? Let's just wait, see what happens in 2020. If he plays great, guess what? He's going to get a brand new, probably the highest paid tight end deal at the beginning of the 2021 NFL season, at least at the beginning of the offseason. If he plays poorly and Goddard plays well, they might trade him next year. If he plays mediocre, then they might have more leverage to go ahead and re-sign him at a cheaper price. It's all on Philadelphia because Ertz signed a deal a couple of years ago. It's still good for the next 2 years. There's no need to panic, no need to worry. This is a zero story right now. This is a nothing burger. Ertz, we respect him. He's great. He's one of the top 3 tight ends in the NFL. But when you sign a contract, you have to play through that contract, especially when there's 2 years left on the deal. That's the important thing to notice here. He's not going anywhere. He's not going to hold out. There's no need to worry. We have plenty of time to figure things out. What are you going to be doing in 2 years, right? 2 years from now is a very long way away. Things are not going to actually start getting done until the beginning of the 2021 season, mark my words. Do you guys think he's going to resign? I think absolutely yes. So I would type Y down below for yes. But if you don't think he's going to resign, and you're crazy, then type N down below for no, but I want you to explain why. I mean, come on, it's too early. Don't freak out. It's fine. Okay, breathe. Everyone's fine. Now let's go to the mailbag portion of today's video and answer all of your guys' questions. How about this one? Who's going to be our starting wide receiver lineup starting week 1 since Jalen Reagor got injured? Well, there's no guarantee that Reagor is going to be out for week 1. They haven't officially ruled him out for week 1. Now, maybe by the time you're watching this video, they might have ruled him out because week 1 is going to be, 8 days away, depending on what day you watch this video. So he's not ruled out officially, but he probably will be out for week 1. But they still have 4 guys that are ready to go in terms of their starting 4 wide receivers. Sean Jackson had a great camp. He's healthy. Greg Ward had a great camp. He's healthy. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, great camp. He's healthy. And John Hightower, the rookie, a great camp. He's healthy as well. Those will be your starting 4 wide receivers. And you can kind of throw in Ertz and Goddard because they basically are very good wide receivers that happen to play the tight end position as well. Hightower's a guy that, again, has been fantastic so far this offseason. I mean, people are raving about him in training camp, the 5th-round draft pick out of Boise State, a guy that was kind of forgotten in the draft because there were so many other good wide receivers, but in any other year could have been a 3rd or 4th-round draft pick instead of falling to day 3 there in terms of the 5th round. So they got plenty of guys. They're going to be just fine. Even the list I just showed you, Jackson, Ward, Whiteside, and Hightower, is way better than what they had to finish the season last year at the end of the 2019 year. So don't panic. They're going to be fine. And Reagor, with the shoulder is going to be back probably week 2 or 3, so don't worry about it. What is important that you do need to worry about right now is the crazy deal that's going on for these Eagles camp t-shirts at chatsports.com/fly. Chatsports.com/fly. 30% off and free shipping with your promo code 24SHIP. You see it on your screen right now. Link down below. Only $17.99 for these Eagles training camp t-shirts. The deals are ending soon, so pick them up right now. Again, link down below in the description box. Chatsports.com/fly for your Eagles training camp t-shirt. Any updates on the injuries so far? Yeah, okay. Let's let's just go with the full injury list. And this is excluding the guys put on IR, right? Because obviously Brandon Brooks is there and obviously Andre Dillard are there. These are the injuries that are obviously real and happening right now, but the time frame with them as well. So Will Parks has a hamstring injury that, of course, happened a couple of days ago, and hamstrings we're seeing are being a common injury right now in training camp because, let's be honest, they're not getting a lot of reps out there, and hamstrings can be tight and they can be pulled very, very easily. Parks is out 4 to 6 weeks, but he wasn't going to start anyway, so it's not that big of a loss. Avonte Maddox has a lower body issue. They haven't exactly told us what that means. That could be hamstring, that could be knee, it could be ankle, but he's listed as day-to-day, so he would be a concern in terms of starting at cornerback, but the Eagles did just re-sign Craig James, who's going to be the backup outside cornerback, so he could potentially play week 1. Wentz has that soft tissue thing we talked about last week. It's a non-factor. It's a nothing burger. He's going to start week 1. Javon Hargrave is expected to go week 1 with a pec injury. That's to be seen, though, and to be determined. We'll know more next week. And Miles Sanders has been held out of the majority of training camp with a lower body injury, but they're saying mainly precautionary. He should be good to go for week 1. You get kind of a theme here. The majority of these guys are going to play week 1. Let's keep going. Reagor has the shoulder, right? They said 3 to 4 weeks with that one, which would put him back either week 2 or 3, but they have not ruled him out for week 1, as we said. Quez Watkins has an upper body injury. He was seen on the Eagles practice field yesterday, but was not partaking in any drills. I think he'll be good to go for week 1. Derek Barnett's been MIA with that ankle injury. He's questionable for week 1. Vinny Curry has been MIA with a lower body injury, although I'm told it's not serious. And Jannard Avery had that ACL knee scare, which turned out to just be I think it was a sprain. So he's out for 4 to 6 weeks, but he's not going to be ready to go for week 1, but he should be good to go at some point during the NFL season. So there you go. There's your updates on all the injuries. The majority of the starters are all going to be in there and playing. Besides the Dillards and the Brooks, who obviously are on IR, the rest of the guys, minus probably Alshon Jeffrey and Jalen Reagor, due to the longevity of their injuries, will probably be good to go and all be out there for week 1. So don't worry about it. Is there an injury that concerns you the most out of these, though? If you had to pick one, let me know which one that is down below with the little pin comment. Which injury is scaring you guys the most? Also, be sure to subscribe, because when we get the updates for like the week 1 starters in terms of whether or not someone's going to be healthy or not, go ahead and subscribe. That way you guys are ready to go, because week 1 is almost here, and we're going to have plenty of coverage as the season progresses. Only question is, Wentz going to get his first playoff win this year? Yeah, I think so, and I think this is an absolutely ridiculous and overblown story and topic that a lot of people love to get into about Carson Wentz, because, oh my gosh, he has more regular season playoff starts, 56, than any quarterback of the big-name ones in NFL history before winning their first playoff game, right? Look, Breeze took 42 starts, Cunningham took 37, Manning took 32, Brett Favre took 29, Javon Taylor took 24, Lamar Jackson took 7, right? Oh my gosh. Listen, Wentz would have started and won his first playoff game a couple of years ago and probably won a Super Bowl because he was just that good as a starting quarterback pre-ACL, and they would have beaten Seattle last year had Jadeveon Clowney not pulled a cheap shot that would have literally knocked every single quarterback out in the National Football League for the rest of the game had it been them. He's a great quarterback, and he's going to be healthy this year. He's going to be great this year, and I would bet a lot of money he's going to get his first playoff win this year in Philadelphia, and a lot of the haters will be silenced. Dak Prescott, took him 39 games to go ahead and get his first playoff win, and then what has he done since, right? I mean, one playoff win, and then a bunch of very bad losses, especially an 8-8 season last year, in which Carson Wentz was a lot better. So I just don't want to hear it. I'm so tired of it. Just like the video if you think Wentz is great and he's going to win a playoff game this year. Which you guys all should. Don't be a hater. Give this video a thumbs up. Who's going to guard all 3 of my Cowboy wide receivers? Slay can lock one of them down, but we got 2 more. Good luck, Lamo. Why is a Cowboy fan watching these videos? I appreciate it, though, because it helps us out, right? I mean, if you want to watch a superior team's channel coverage because the Eagles are better than the Cowboys, then sure, come on in. Listen, yes. Do your Cowboys have a very scary-looking offense on paper? Sure, right? It looks good. I mean, you got some good wide receivers. We wanted CeeDee Lamb. They didn't get CeeDee Lamb. Yes, they had some very good receivers last year, and sure, Dak Prescott was able to get Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup the football where they were both 1,000-yard receivers. Here's the problem. In the big important games, let's just say week 16 last year, remember that game? Philadelphia, Dallas, essentially to win the division. How was Dak Prescott? 56.8% completion percentage, 265 yards, could not find Amari Cooper even without Darius Slay in Philadelphia, 0 TDs and a 37.8 QBR. Okay? So the problem is whenever you have a quarterback who has elite receivers, let's just say Dallas has 3 elite receivers, 3 very good wide receivers, your quarterback cannot seem to produce in the biggest games and biggest moments, whereas Carson Wentz had to go 4 for 4 for his final 4 games, literally throwing to lawn chairs and office furniture, and he won every single game and beat you, Dak Prescott, head-to-head and went to the postseason while you sat at home at your typical 8-8 self. So, whatever, right? You can have all these weapons, but if you can't drive the car, and Dak Prescott is incapable of driving the car at least to a divisional round win, because he hasn't been able to do that, then I would stop running your mouth, because obviously they are just not going to go anywhere. So have fun with all these targets, because what's going to happen in Dallas is what happens every single year. They have all this hype, they have all these weapons, and all this talent, and they're going to be 8-8 or 9-7. They're going to lose big games down the stretch, and Stephen A. Smith and the rest of the media people on ESPN will be laughing about it, just like we will here on Philadelphia Eagles Now. I want to remind you, though, after that rant, that the awesome t-shirt deal is for a limited time here. This Eagles training camp t-shirt, chatsports.com/fly1749. Get this right now with that promo code, free shipping with promo code 24SHIP. All time we have for today here on Philadelphia Eagles Now. I'm Thomas Mott signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day.